So from running a marketing agency, I get asked all the time by coaches and course creators if you should run Instagram ads. And first and foremost, let's see the context that Facebook owns Instagram. So if you're wanting to run Instagram ads, just know you're essentially running Facebook ads on Instagram. There's a few things you want to think about when making this decision, because Instagram ads absolutely work. They absolutely work, but it does depend on where you are in your business, how much time you have, what your cash flow is. So let's look at all of these points right now. The first question I have for you is, do you use Instagram? Do you use Instagram? Because if you do not use Instagram and instead you're on YouTube or Facebook or nothing at all, then it might not be a good idea for you to use Instagram ads because you don't know what's currently working on the actual Instagram platform. If you do use Instagram, you already know that the algorithm changes all the friggin' time. From 1 week to the next, from 1 month to the next, what works well in videos and what the algorithm supports changes. So if you're not active on Instagram, and you are less likely to have success with Instagram ads because you don't know what will look organic in the feed. Always when we're thinking about Instagram and Facebook ads, you essentially want to create them to look as organic as possible. And by organic, I mean it just looks like a normal post when people are swiping along or looking at stories. Those are the ads that do the best. So if you spend some time, and this is for someone who is not on Instagram, who wants to use Instagram ads, or you are on Instagram and you're thinking about using Instagram ads, step one is learn what actually works for you organically. What do people react to? What tone of voice can you use? What types of videos or images? What topics? What messaging? Learning this organically is going to make you save so much money when you start running ads. So just make a 30-day challenge for yourself and just go wild. Go wild shooting videos with different topics that fire you up, things that are vulnerable shares, things that feel edgy for you. Try out different styles of image, carousels, videos, short videos, long videos. See what works, see what people respond to. The things that do the best in that 30-day experimentation period, those are the lessons that you should take to ads, because you can spend tens of thousands of dollars on ads courses or paying a copywriter to write ads for you. But guess what? The best things, the things that will work best for you, your unique energy, your unique business, will be found the quickest by just checking your own data. So this 30-day period of experimentation can be your way of collecting data. The next thing to think about is, do you have more time or do you have more money? Because if you are just getting started in business and you don't have that much cash flow right now, it probably also means that you don't have that many clients, so you have more open space on your calendar. You taking the time to build up your Instagram following, build up your client base organically is a better use of your time. You just have more time than you do money. If you are someone who is further along in business, you have this established track record, you know who your clients are, you know how to speak to them, and you're fully booked, you have more money than you do time, ads can be a great way to amplify the success you already have. And again, like just with my last point, ads are amazing at amplifying the success you already have. But there is nuance here, right? If you have a full-time corporate job and you're starting your business as a side hustle, if you're a full-time mom and you're homeschooling your kids and you're starting this side business, you might not have that much time, but you might still have cash flow. So that would be a decision point from you of like, if you want to spend more time figuring this out, or if you want to use money and to put into ads to accelerate the learning period. But just realize there is risk involved here, right? Because if you are accelerating the learning period, you could very quickly learn that the ads you put out aren't working. You could very quickly learn that the funnel that you set up doesn't work, and you've just put money into that. So going a little bit slower is, in general, what I recommend of learning what works organically on your end, or just spending a little bit of cash in Facebook or Instagram ads will be supportive for you, because it's not like you're able to use that as a way to back up your testing. Okay, so going back to, if you are not on Instagram but you know your audience is there, or you're on Instagram and you fucking hate it, then you can use Instagram ads as a way of getting around actually being on Instagram, in terms of the standard of posting all the time and posting all the stories and whatever. You can be a business that is pulled back from social media, but instead using social media in the form of ads. And I know plenty of businesses who focus on social media in this way, and it does work. So this is just something where you're going to have to realize that, again, you have to learn what will work on the platform and stay up to date with that. And if you are someone who is on Instagram a ton and you're not necessarily seeing a return on investment of your time, because I mean, right now with the algorithm, you have to post on the feed multiple times a week with reels, not even with images anymore, and post on stories multiple times a day, and you're realizing you're spending multiple hours every day, or maybe 10 hours a week, or you're paying someone else, whether that's an agency or people on your team to do it, then it can make sense. Maybe you can actually do the math of like, okay, I'm paying my assistant 10 hours a week to do Instagram stuff, and I pay her $20 an hour, so that is $200 a week, $800 a month. Could you instead be spending that money, putting that money into ads, and spending that $800 on ads that you know is going to a targeted audience, that you know is getting a certain level of reach, instead of just putting it into the ether that is Instagram? Something to think about. So with Instagram ads, of course, here I'm not talking about just boosting a post. I'm talking about going into the business ads manager that Facebook owns and building up actual ad campaigns for it. And this can be done on a very small budget to get started. If you're doing ads that are promoting an opt-in, like a lead magnet or a webinar, $25 a day to start is amazing. If you're just trying to get more reach, you can go as little as $5 a day. So this isn't something where you have to put in $10,000, $20,000 from the get-go to get results. And of course, if you want help with that, my team can help. Head on over to thedirtyalchemy.com and book a consultation call with me, and we can see if you are at the right place in your business to start ads, and we can create that creative for you, create the campaigns for you, and set that all up and get you started.